Hello and welcome back to the Satanist Podcast. Vegan chicken lover protests KFC launch in Finland. That's the headline that's been making the rounds recently in the world of veganism and beyond. Renowned chicken haters KFC launched their very first restaurant in Finland this month, announcing that the first person in line would win free chicken for a year. A group of militant vegans camped outside for 3 nights to ensure that they were the first in line, not only to turn down the so-called food, but to give their own speech on what KFC means to them. So joining me today are 2 members of the newly established animal rights group, Viral Vegans, who coordinated the stunt. So more specifically, we have Benjamin, the activist who gave the speech. Hello, Benjamin.
Hi. Nice to be here.
And we have Sari.
Yes, hi. I'm the press officer at the moment.
Yes, and you were there to ensure that someone with the group's core values was the one to speak to the media, right?
Yes, yeah, and send press releases and all kinds of all media related things.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But just for the people listening who haven't been able to watch the stunt, it is in Finnish and my listeners are English speaking. Could you explain what the stunt was and what the speech was about?
Yeah, so it all started. It's nice that we are both here. I was like, on Sunday, I heard that, okay, KFC is opening. I might have heard of it, but that was the really first time that I heard this few weeks back. And then I was talking with Sari on the phone and I was like, oh, snap. I heard that they are going to give free chicken for 1 year for the first person in the queue. And then I was like, okay, I sent to our Viral Vegans, the group chat. We were back then called even Viral Veganism.
That was just the name of the group chat at that time?
Yeah, we all had one group.
Kind
of small one.
Small group. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Is anybody joining? And I was like, I gotta go on Monday. So Sunday I still slept at home. But on Monday, I thought that, okay, I can't miss this because I know in Finland, we have this weird culture of people queuing for buckets or this kind
free
of
buckets.
Free buckets. So yeah, this is a phenomenon in Finland. So I thought that some other crazy person might be on Tuesday. And actually there were some guys when I was sleeping in my tent, the next day, some people came and they were they came to check the spot. And I said that I'm here. They were like, oh shit, they went back, they were disappointed. So yeah, I decided on Monday I will go no matter what. I don't care if it's cold or anything, and I will go. And I just messaged to the group that I will go. So then it was that I have to go because I have said that I will go. And then I went there. It was I don't know, you are in Thailand and your listeners are all around the world. So yeah, in Finland, we have this thing called winter. And so it was one of the first nights that it was -degrees. So it was something -2 or something cold. My legs were frozen and stuff. And yeah, and then the thing why this thing also got so big was that people were really curious. In Facebook, there was some group where people share some gossips about the neighborhood and stuff. So there was what is this tent doing here? Is he a homeless person? And blah, blah, blah. And then our main newspaper, Helsingin Sanomat, got interested that, okay, they wanted to do a news article about it. And then they interviewed me and I stayed inside my tent and I gave the interview. So I didn't show up my face or my name.
Yeah,
and then
smart.
And then, because everybody knows that I'm a vegan and I have many friends, and otherwise I would have been busted.
Yeah.
And on one other interview, I said that I like chicken, and then afterwards it became a meme, and now everybody, all Finnish people know this. It's kanoista tykkään, so I like chicken. So of course, then everybody understood why I was there afterwards, but it didn't make sense at the point that who is so crazy that.
Yeah, somebody liked chicken a lot.
Yes. People. So yeah, I was the mysterious tent guy, and then all of a sudden, people understood when the restaurant opened. So yeah.
Okay, so the day finally comes. You're first in line. What happens next?
Yeah, actually, I want to tell that like from Monday to Thursday, I was working all the time. And as you know, it's cold outside in the tent. So I missed I lost my spot because, you know, like from Wednesday to Thursday night, I was like in the toilet working like in the warm until I had like 2 laptops with me, one from Sari and one from me. I always like try to charge them and then just work and message my friends that, okay, how are we going to make this thing really epic? And then it's like something like 3 a.m. I come back and I'm like, oh snap, there are a few people ahead of me in the line. And you know, the people from KFC had like gone to my tent and asked that, is there anybody in the tent? And then they were like, okay, you lost the tent because you weren't in the tent.
Yeah, he was promised the first spot first.
I was promised, but then I lost it because I wasn't, I should have been in the tent. I didn't know this. So I thought that I have automatically the spot, but yeah, it didn't matter because we did a great job. Anyways. It
actually became better, kind of like, because you weren't the first one. So we thought, because the next 25 in the queue are getting a 10-liter bucket. There were even more of us coming then to be in that queue, kind of like as support and decline those buckets.
And like I guess many people still think that I won the year's chickens or whatever. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, then the day came and then still kind of
in the speech.
Yeah, like I didn't have this t-shirt on. I was in the queue. We had to like organize everything. I had to go to the toilet. Some of the viral vegans people brought the t-shirt to the toilet. I had to change it. Then we we put a mic to my chest. You can see it. There's you can see there is a dangling thing from my from my body. That's the mic that we put, and like it was pretty like, and like calling people from the toilet and texting from the line and like organizing that, okay, how are we going to make this a great thing? So it was like kind of pretty intense 4 days.
So you get to the front, it's finally time to talk, and I think the first thing you did was unzip your coat and show what was really going on, right?
First I was like some talking about I'm the tent guy, and then I told why I am here, and I said this is a historical moment, and then I opened this.
Took the hoodie off.
In my t-shirt it says that love wins and not wins, and then it has viral vegans, and in the back of the t-shirt it says that like, don't turn your back on animal suffering.
Amazing.
So we had, this was also I when I was in the tent, I thought that we need to have some good slogan for our action, and of course this really resonated with especially KFC, that we can't eat, like they are sentient beings, those chickens, and we can't, like, of course there is no moral justification to eat their wings or any body parts. So that's what happened then.
And his brother and another activist joined them with the same shirts. I actually have the same shirt too. I would have joined them too, but I'm the press officer.
Like I said to Sari, that somebody has to take care of the media stuff, because
and I agreed like before, that's like, okay, it's better that way. So I sent it right when I heard that you started the speech, then like press releases.
Yes.
Because there was a lot of media there in general.
There was a lot of
KFC
media.
openings.
So there was a lot of media, like actual media, like people also filming the situation. So that was great. Like great way to raise awareness to the animal exploitation and like the speciesism that's happening in our world.
So who knew that this was going to take place? Was it just your viral vegans group chat?
We had only informed like our viral vegans, and I was like calling really all my vegan friends that, okay, join the protest, like join the covered protest. So we hadn't informed like anybody outside this, and we were like,
the work started right away. We made a separate group. So the first we just had the viral vegans group, then we made another group for the activists. Because we were getting a bit paranoid.
And we were like that. We were all the time that don't tell anybody, because we wanted to really stay a secret. all the time, like till the end. Yeah.
And Justice for Animals, this Finnish animal rights organization, they kind of, some of them knew about this or something.
Yeah, so, we had like tried to communicate, like I tried to communicate to everybody, because I just thought that this is like a thing that everybody needs to be aware of. So I didn't want to like leave anybody out, and then we got like a good
new people from there to our Telegram group. But,
yes, like we got some new people. Some people were like not activists before this, but then they were like, okay, this guy is like really going for it, and then they were like, okay, we have to do
that's awesome.
Because they felt like, okay, I'm in the tent, it's Monday. They were like, okay, I have to do something, this is now happening. So it encouraged people to go like do something.
And we actually heard the KFC was opening from that animal justice group first, and they were like, should we do a protest? Like, nah, let's not, even though everyone was kind of going for it. But the organizers were like, maybe that's not part of our image or whatever. So we were like, well, we're more radical, I guess. So,
like we wanted to really, and like of course the reception was good from everybody. Like not everybody, like, but like 90%, I would say, were like, and even like today, even till today, I hear like people are like, great job, people who eat stuff like who are not vegan. So
oh wow, really that's amazing. Let's talk about the speech itself. What's actually in the speech? Did you write that together? Was it a one-man job?
It was my big brother who was also like participating in the thing, and it was like, that was also like kind of nervous that how will I get the speech. So like everything, like then he just printed it somewhere in the library or something like that, and gave it to my pocket. And it was really good that he had written the speech, because like in that moment, without that speech, it would be so hard to like talk from my heart, because I'm like so nervous, like what will happen, and like
your mind can go blank in those situations.
So it was really great. Like I appreciate and shout out to my big brother for that, for the great job. And it was a good speech, and you can, like, we have posted it in our Instagram, and like we have even subtitles in all our like videos about them in YouTube at least. So I recommend to check out the speech, and we have the full script also in our Instagram. So
fantastic. This might be a good point to mention where people can find you. I believe on Instagram and Facebook you're at viral.vegans, and on Twitter and TikTok you're at viralvegans. You're also viralvegans.com or .fi, same website.
Right? .com is good, like, and we have English versions, and we have like.
Do we have .com yet?
Yes, we have.
All right, we have that.
Yeah, so FI for all the non-Finnish people is the domain for Finnish people or website, but we of course want to be global, so we have the .com also. So
and you're on YouTube also, right?
We're on YouTube, and we will be posting like cool content and like
a new video coming up soon.
yes
Oh, okay.
and then I recommend all who are interested to like we have a forum where you can join to become a viral vegan wherever you live. So that's a really cool opportunity. We want to, like, of course, be a global movement with chapters all around the world, and try to empower vegans to take action.
Yes.
So what does that mean exactly? If somebody wants to join Viral Vegans, what happens?
We are like previously, before this, we did a lot of street activism. Like every week we have done street activism before this, and now we are with our new brand. Like everything you see now in our Instagram pages and YouTube, they were launched on that week. We started working for them on Tuesday, so there was nothing before that. So we are now just trying to like put our good heads together, or if someone's interested, they could just come to our website, and there's like join us, and then you fill your name and email, and then you get a reply to your email that, hey, this is our Telegram group, which we use for privacy reasons. So then they join this this certain group, and they can also, while they give their email, say if they want to do something particular, like
like media or translation?
Even like, let's say if you want to translate our YouTube video to Spanish, you can join us. Or it's not great. We have activists. We want to really, in our core values is also like hitting the streets. We have like a VR set which we show Finnish animal agriculture, like and
videos.
Yeah, and Sari has been also doing like a lot of the street activism with us. So before this, but now it's really cool also, at least in Finland, when we will hit the streets and people will see these t-shirts, they will of course recognize us and they will be more open to talk because the reception has been good.
So this is like the Viral Vegans t-shirt now. This is what you will wear on the streets?
Yeah, at least I will wear. I've been wearing this since I was released from jail.
Okay.
So I try to. Yeah, it's really good that people come and they are inspired by this. So yeah, exactly. And like we have a lot of good talents. Like we have like press officers and people who do social media and translators and also like fact checking. So there is like a lot of work to do, and we want to of course try to spread the message of love and compassion and of course stopping animal exploitation all around the world. And so that's what we do, and it would be awesome to have anybody who's interested, because maybe the problem is that there are many good talents, many like great vegans with like immense potential who don't use their like, or who don't know how to use their like potential. And the Zoom time we live, you can like talk to our brand manager or to anybody of our team easily, even though we wouldn't be located in Finland. So this is like a good time to start acting towards these vegan goals. But what were you saying?
I mean, every one of us is an activist, even those who do the translation. We it's kind of like you're doing it for this love of animals, kind of. So it's
and like our idea is that it's not enough to be like, or of course it's great that if you're vegan and if you don't like, if you are compassionate towards animals, but I think we should all be vegan activists. Or if you become a vegan and if you straight become an activist, that's like how things change. So if you start talking to people, if you start doing something for the cause, then the world will change. And I think that's what we really aim for, that being vegan would be also being an activist, or doing something
strong in your values, and not like, oh, I'm sorry I exist, I'm a vegan, like, oh, like
I'm vegan. I'm
like a closet vegan or whatever.
Closet vegan. We need to like really be proud of like the things that we do are great. Like we are compassionate and loving, and this should be the norm, not the like exception. So and this is like what we want to share, and encourage everybody to find a way to like stop speciesism and animal exploitation. And we just want to be we're a collective of people, and it's really good that Sari is here, and of course we have loads of other people, and we are like having a first meeting on Saturday for
tomorrow.
all the new activists. So we are excited like that we are now moving to a next phase, kind of, that now we try to incorporate new people who have just heard of us through the news and stuff. And like this is like, we are a movement, and all big changes in our world have become from some people saying that this is enough and we don't accept this situation as it is. So our movement knows no boundaries, and we are global from the inception. So and
amazing.
Viral, of course. Yes.
I often say that being vegan just makes you a neutral, puts you in a neutral position, and if you want to put good in the world, you do actually need to do more than that. So it's great to have people like yourselves who can inspire people to become active. And you've seen that yourself. So many people wanting to join Viral Vegans, get into your Telegram group. You have inspired a lot of change. So how does that feel?
I guess it's good. And
it feels nice.
And it's good that it's not about us. Never. It's not about me. And it's about animals, and it's about our like collective. And I think that's important message, that we are not, or everybody can do this, everybody can do something, and we want to encourage that, and no action is too small. Like you can be grocery store line and then you can just chat, okay, what's your diet, what do you think about animal exploitation? I don't know, whatever, like no, or just like what Sari said, that don't be afraid of like being vegan and
like being happy about it, it makes you feel happy, like at least like I was a vegetarian for so many years, partly because it's like, okay, my parents don't know what is veganism, my vegetarianism is also a bit of a burden, I guess. Then I was like why? So I actually just became vegan in like last month, 2 months ago or something like that. But so I was like, wow, this feels more like authentic, kind of like I'm myself now, kind of, because there's no suffering. I always hated like participating in buying eggs and stuff. So
didn't you have like in your Instagram or something, vegan and happy about, or what was
they're like, I love saying I'm vegan, which is like
oh cool.
We are changing the way that veganism is being portrayed in the media, or this is like a movement of love, and it's not about like giving up, it's about like getting so much that you can feel free, or you can like breathe and you can like just chill with knowing that you are not like causing immense suffering, unnecessary suffering to sentient beings. So I guess that's the cool. And she's like a perfect example of what viral veganism is. She became vegan, she started activism, and now we're changing the world. And like and without like her and others who have joined this movement, we wouldn't have got so big attention. Because if I were alone talking without the press release, and like
would have you done it if there would have been
I would have still,
you and your brother,
I would have still done it, but like we wouldn't have reached maybe you or other people, because it's of course important to also like message about the things that you do, or like communicate, and the community is important, because then you have a reason. And we want to also build like community, because unfortunately I've heard that like many vegans don't know other vegans, and then they feel kind of isolated and alone, and then they feel like, of course, weird and outcast in the society, even though they are like they are changing the world. But like then when all vegans come together and start thinking about like how can we change the system, how can we stop the animal exploitation, things start to change. So that's what we want to do. And like wherever you are, I think you can always try to reach out other vegans and try to like think how can you do in your community something because of like animals.
We are quite lucky these days. Of course, we have the internet. It's so accessible to find other vegans, plenty of vegan groups for your area or just online. So it's a good age for this. I mean, 20 years ago, it's not so easy. So that's great.
Exactly.
So let's talk about talking to the press, talking to the news. Sari, what did that job look like?
Well, because we wrote the press releases, we had to make them a really like mint. So because I've written a lot, but never press releases actually. Okay. So luckily we had some help with people who actually write these like also for a living. So there were a lot of us making this like a really good one, and different press releases anyway. So so we could see that the media we sent those to used the same texts that we sent it to them. And then they were calling a lot, hey, we need an interview of Benjamin. And like, could you give his number? What happened? Are they in jail now? What happened? And what is this of like silence complete, like they can't be in jail, right? And so that was the second discussion, like, is this okay to do in a democratic society where freedom of speech should be allowed? But so I was mainly asked, like, can I give Benjamin's number?
Right.
Because otherwise they got everything from the press releases and stuff.
Sure. Okay. So how did you choose which news outlets to contact?
The biggest ones. And like in Helsinki, in Finland, and like in Turku, this other city, So we made a special press release for them too. And some Swedish ones. Then we made an English version for like animal rights organizations. And so as much as possible from that area. Like.
Okay, I see. And you spoke about one of the big questions was, are these guys in jail now? And at the end of your video, actually, you are taken off by security down a corridor. What happened next?
Yeah, so we were first there for some moments, and then in all shopping centers, there are like spots for people who steal and stuff, like do actual crimes. So this is a place where you wait for the police to then escort you to the jail. So yeah, we were there waiting. So it took like 5 minutes or more to just walk. We have actually pretty good footage from this. We were able to they were filming. Yeah, my brother was filming, so you can see the guards. We are walking through the shopping center through like there is where the cars are parked, the car park and stuff. And then we end up to the place where we are being kept until the police comes. And yeah, we are like, the whole moment I'm like, what have we done wrong? They don't really.
Yeah, I mean, you have freedom of speech in Finland, right?
Yes,
exactly.
So yeah, we are like, can you tell me like what have I done wrong? And they don't really answer that. They just say something like, this law, like I could say that, okay, it's too vague for me.
Yeah.
But then we wait and discuss that, okay, like, because like the problem is that my brother and his friends, they had some stuff to do, like that they had, so they missed some of their work or school stuff. So it was problematic for them, because they were like, okay, how can we just get out from here, because we have some things we've agreed in real life that we have to do. And then we weren't even like interviewed with the police. I don't know what is this called when the police interviews you. Yeah,
maybe it's just interrogation. That's it.
Yeah, we weren't even interrogated, so that's the crazy thing. So then the police comes and they basically take us to the 20 minutes from there, or 15 minutes, they take us to the police car or the
we
just
I'm surprised actually the police took you.
yeah It was a surprise also, like, because I thought that we would be just released immediately, because there was no reason to in the first place even take us there to that place. So yeah, that was a surprise, and I guess other people were also surprised. So yeah, I guess that's what really baffled people in Finland, that how is this possible? Like, what is happening with the police using so much force and the guards using so much force to take us away? Yeah, then we were taken to the jail, and then we were released the same night, but like 7 hours later, maybe, or like 11, all of this happened, and we were released like 8 p.m. So of course there was some time in the shopping center and us being moved there, and yeah, but like pretty crazy like experience to be in the jail for doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, it was the first times in jail.
Yes. So,
and because apparently they should have been moved outside. Like, our lawyers say this, and some other, I don't know, Twitter lawyers, but like now we have lawyers. They should have been moved out to an area where they can continue the speech or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
And even the guard said that, okay, now let's go outside.
You could argue this is private property, I guess.
Yeah, that's
like
outside you should be able to continue, but there was no option. Like you can see from the video that we are straight being taken to the. Yeah, it's actually funny. We were being taken to some gyms. It was the gym's door, so yeah, we were like, that's where we were taken away, and then we were there for some moment, and then. And of course then we lost the connection.
We had no idea like if they were really in jail, like, because we only heard that they are in jail from a source that wasn't like reliable or something. So we were like, just we don't know, and people thought this was a media stunt, that now they like disappeared. Did this really happen? Like,
yes, like what's happening? Like, I guess did you have some time to be continued, kind of that?
It was. We posted like where are our activists? And then later we have found our activists more info later on
yes.
Okay. Did they feed you while you were there?
No, I think they have some rule. I tried to ask for vegan food. They said that if you are
I was going to ask. Did they give you
if you are more than 12 hours, well, then we will feed you. I was like, where is my food?
It's a long time though.
I hadn't really eaten like any breakfast, like I was like, I'm hungry, give me food. But yeah, no food was given. So yeah, that would have been nice to have some vegan food. But yeah, afterwards I ate something, of course, when I was released from jail. But
of course. Yeah. So what was the public's reaction to all of this?
Very mixed. It was kind of like surprisingly positive. I mean, we got one death threat in like Instagram. But like,
oh wow, okay.
There's like
in TikTok, I guess many death threats or something.
Oh, but TikTok just talks toxic child language from children, but like otherwise, like one actual death threat. But like but so many new members joined our email. So many new members joined because they were like, wow, we really love what you did. Like, I've been vegan for so many years, but I want to join your like group and do something, whatever. And surprisingly positive, even though some people who are like who are like meat eaters, like omnivores, they were like, well, I kind of like what they did, but they also like maybe don't like KFC because it represents capitalism for them. So there were like a lot of different reasons to kind of like it that we didn't think about before.
And I think some people are really touched, like at least like yesterday we met one person. She's been active in the scene for a long time, and she said she was like crying tears of joy, like just that just a relief that something's happening, or finally
she's like
that the scene, the like animal rights scene has been so stagnant in Finland that like
she lost hope or something. She's like a researcher and a vegan, like a author and stuff, and
I think that has been also the response that finally the new generation with new ideas. And of course we are not, we have people from like underage members to like 60 plus people, so we are not like discriminating against any ages, but like the point is that we are now with the new energy, and of course anybody is welcome to join us. So I guess that was like some, at least people who are vegan or think about this issue, they were like, yeah, finally something like like you can just end up in a rut where you are just like doing the same stuff and people are numb to your message. So now we kind of hit the nerve of the society and of the general public. So
using social media differently, at least how it has been used in Finland by animal rights organizations.
And gaining a lot of attention, especially through social media. So because that's where people are nowadays. So you can like get people's attention. Of course, we also get the main medias and everybody to write about it, but then we use social media to further do the discussion there. So it got personal.
And because of the freedom of speech thing, there was a silent protester who went in front of the KFC line because there was still a queue, and he just put a tape on his mouth and wrote on the tape like "Don't kill," and he just stood there, and that kind of went viral, at least inside of Finland.
Even though it doesn't have anything to do with us, but
he was inspired by this action, and like he was moved out. Like what should have happened to Benjamin and like all of those activists there. And he is now making an event there that was also in the news that test your freedom of speech limits in malls everywhere in Finland and whatever.
Wow.
So that kind of side is more in the public now too.
And like the good thing is that of course when our lawyers will check this thing and stuff, we will of course in all these phases we will talk more about animal rights. It's not about the police, it's not about KFC, it's not about like how we were treated. Me being in jail for like 7-8 hours is nothing compared to the suffering that like these animals face every day. So this is like of course important, but it's good that it has like many facets, this thing that we did, and then people stay interested into this topic and we can talk animal rights.
That's a good way to transition into my next question. Why do you think it was so important to get up there and do something?
My reasoning was that if I don't do this, nobody does it. And of course, this was like a historical moment, as I said in my speech. People are hyped of this KFC arriving in Finland, and they have, of course, no clue that I would be there. So I kind of used this event to raise awareness to the animals. And yeah, I think that this was such an important moment to disrupt the business as usual. And like I've said previously, it's not of course I don't recommend anybody to go to KFC or eat chickens, but the same goes for pigs and cows and milk, dairy, eggs, like all animal products. But like this was just a way to use this media space and disrupt, like and show that okay, like the good thing, I wasn't able to see this, but we had a friendly like a restaurant, kind of a vegan activist restaurant, had given us food. So after we went to jail, they reserved vegan food for everybody. So we showed that reality or veganism is here. We can transition today. Everybody can do this. There is no reason ever for anybody to consume any animal products. So we wanted to show that okay, don't eat like wings, like don't eat animals, eat like veggies. So
and they were like a vegan chicken tasting stuff and like chicken wings kind of, but vegan. But that was completely not in the media, I guess, because
media,
I don't know why it wasn't, but I guess it doesn't fit the narrative or
but we wanted like the full circle, that okay, we don't want to just say that we will take your wings away. We want to show that okay, you can transition today to a vegan diet and your life satisfaction doesn't drop a bit. Like of course you might miss some taste, but that's a minor issue.
And you can get similar taste, and you get a better feeling for not participating in the mass murder.
Yes
Absolutely. I really like that you push this message of love, because what I find, most people are not against veganism. Most people agree, but they're apathetic. They just don't want to change. So I think your approach is a good way to get them to come out of their shell a little bit, at least in my opinion.
Open their hearts and not like force a change on them, because everyone's kind of resistant to like not like having like the autonomy, so it's kind of like open their hearts.
And like show, and like what we want to of course do in our activism, we want to also show. Now we didn't even like if just words are so lethal for the KFC and for the shopping center, what would it be if we were with showing the realities, like even talking about the situation, that this is how many people die, like stating kind of facts, and of course would like think, and of course it's a fact that these animals suffer, and then like this was too much. And of course it's a moral statement that we think that it's wrong to kill sentient beings, but this was they didn't like that as you can see.
And I mean, people still don't know that chickens feel suffering, because like he was in an interview, like an awesome interview, but then it's like, do chickens really feel suffering? Like can you like
what is
do you have
like
a science do you have a scientific article to back that up? Like then it's like well, we didn't think about that.
Yes.
But it's like, you've got as much proof that a chicken suffers as the person you're talking to suffers.
Yes. We are all animals in the end. So I
guess they're not seen like the scientist, researcher we saw yesterday. She said that people don't see chicken and some other animal as and fish as animals. So they don't see chicken as birds. They just see chicken as this kind of moving meat thingy that is kind of dumb, that it doesn't really have, feelings, whatever.
Wow. I've heard fish a lot. When I first started moving towards veganism, I started at pescatarian. I was 9 in my defense. I was 9 years old. I went pescatarian first, and I believed, or I allowed myself to believe, the fish didn't feel pain. And I think it's, you have to lie to yourself to make this okay, in my opinion. Yeah.
Or then you just somehow justify that they feel pain, but it's more justified that I eat the fish for my pleasure, or you justify that I need this fish to survive or something. You have to always find justifications, because there is no justification.
100%. Okay, I've only got a few more questions to ask you. I wanted to ask what the Finnish public's view was on KFC coming into the country.
Yeah, like it's funny, or this is not of course funny, but like sad, I would say more, that like the biggest problem before this thing was that, KFC is using Polish chicken. What the,
I guess
like,
that's
what the, like, how is this possible that like, like this was the biggest complaint, that why don't we like use the Finnish chicken? Chickens are good. Like this was they got a lot of shit from this, and then this is like, I'm like facepalm, like people don't see the real problem, like this is not the problem.
In social media it's about that, because like first people thought maybe it's the Finnish chickens in KFC, but because it's Polish it's kind of dirty because it's not from Finland. But I think the national like news media didn't even talk about KFC opening. Like I heard about it from this animal rights group.
I think that but then of course now when people think about KFC they think about me and
the KFC Benjamin is his.
They will have like this will stay until there, and hopefully they will of course leave, and hopefully all these, and of course at some point it will be illegal to do those kind of businesses. So but hopefully they will like leave as soon as possible, and also the same goes for all restaurants and chains and shops that sell animal products. So
because now they're opening one in Espoo, another city, and there's going to be 2 or 3 more KFCs like opening up towards the end of the year.
So and they want to like conquer all of Finland. So we are like, no thank you to KFC, and no thank you to and
of course
other places.
I mean, some people don't like KFC also, luckily, because it's like seen like as an American big chain, and we have our Finnish restaurants or whatever, but that's also like beyond the point of like animal animal exploitation and love and stuff. So
yes
I was quite surprised you didn't have any already, to be honest with you. I don't know an awful lot about Finland, to be honest. You have things like McDonald's and Pizza Hut, places like that.
We have those, Unfortunately also
Unfortunately,
well, there's I think there's like Koti Pizza, so other kind of pizzeria. So Pizza Hut isn't actually that big, and there's no Domino's, for example.
Okay.
But, KFC. I guess some people have been waiting for that. Like
there was like a Facebook page that finally KFC comes to
like some are really like
like,
wow. Okay. Before we wrap up, what would you say to an activist who would like to do a similar stunt?
I think like really try to gather a good community around you.
A good group to make it happen to.
And like
don't do it yourself, I guess, because then there's no point.
And if you have like an idea, and we can possibly support you even though you would be away from somewhere else. So like if you want to. So of course, like now as we are a big group and we might have some people who are the media or something, so you just maybe shout out in our group that I have a great idea, and then send personal messages to me or Sari or some other people who are like the admins in the group, or like try to don't shout out that I will go this day to this place to the big group, because
because you'll get caught. Like there'll be like people looking at your feed if you're suspicious, or
or like we don't know exactly, we can't know who is in the group because it's hard to monitor 150 people. You can make a fake profile and say that I'm this person, so maybe it's a representative of media, or like you never know these days that is some like secret service spying on you. So like keep it like what we also did. We were really like trying to keep like low key.
I
wasn't like calling my mom and dad, but okay, I'm here at the KFC, and like I was like I didn't tell anybody. I told only my vegan friends who I know that could be participating. So yeah, definitely like get in touch with us, and if you don't get in touch with us, just form a good group and try to communicate and yeah, like film it and yeah, of course try to also avoid doing these kind of stunts that get people to really hate veganism and vegans.
Yeah, it's good to brainstorm. That's why the group is so essential, because we all kind of like made suggestions and whatever, and there was kind of this consensus forming. Okay, like I guess we work this way. Like we realized, okay, that's a good idea because everyone kind of thinks it is a good idea.
Right.
And instead of like, you know, you have an idea, but then you don't know how to like how it will continue, and someone else will like maybe that way, maybe that way, you know, that way, and then it works.
And I guess like important thing is of course to have a like passion and like really clear, like have a clear like values that okay, this is what I want to do. If like it was for me, okay, this is something I have to do, and then I did it, like and even if you would be afraid of doing it, and of course what we really recommend is don't break the law. We didn't break the law. Stay peaceful. Don't
non-violence.
Non-violence. Non-violence is essential because you can't win violence with violence. So like non-violence and like just be brave and also be brave. Be like ready.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself and be ready to also face the consequences. Like it might be like that you go to jail. And know your own legislation. I don't know if you would do this in Thailand, you might be in prison for like 5 years. So really be wise about what you do to play. Like if I would have done this in some other country, this would have been the end of my existence on the planet. So be aware of your local legislation and like have a good support team and especially if you end up in jail, it's good to have a lawyer and stuff. But try to form a group and if you have a local some activist group, you can do that, or of course we would be lovely if somebody wants to do something with us also.
So reach out for advice. Don't give out too many details. Keep those for the people you trust.
Yes. Okay. And be brave and
communicate. Even some vegan lawyers joined us because they're also passionate. So it's kind of like it's not that hard because a lot of vegans are passionate to kind of come together actually.
And there are a lot of course really talented vegan people who are working in big positions and who want to use their like special skills to the cause. And
fantastic, good answer, guys. Is there anything that I didn't ask you today that you wish I had?
Like what I really recommend, like when we have been to the streets, there are like, if you are not fully vegan yet, or if you are like, you said that you were pescatarian or something for a long time, like, I think the best form of activism starts from ourselves. Like I think Gandhi has said it well that, okay, be the change you want to see in the world. Like, if you are thinking that, okay, what KFC did to us was wrong, and if you view the problem and know it in your heart, like today, from the moment you view this and hear this message, like that's the best time to go fully vegan. And like I guess we can't justify any kind of oppression to animals. And of course, like we are not only talking about diets, we are talking about like about cosmetics of our like
where it's possible and practical,
where it's possible and practical. And like don't wear leather shoes and other things where animals are being exploited. So like don't go to zoos and all of this.
I mean, of course the transition takes some time, but start with yourself, go vegan.
Start from yourself message. And of course you can go as fast as you can, and at least like stop, like the clearest is you control what you put into your mouth. So start from that, like today. And like from a love perspective, this is like you will be more free and happy, I believe, by doing this. And like don't shy away to talk about this injustice to your family and friends. And bring it up, like, yeah, like this is the point, like if we all come together globally, we are like such a powerful movement, and we have there are no arguments that we can be like won, or at least I haven't found any good arguments against veganism.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the knowledge and everything on our side. So start today, and yeah, like yeah, everybody else has started someday. So this is the best day to start, and yeah, become an activist after you have become vegan. So yeah, 2 advice. Long advices, but yeah, do you have something to add?
No, I think you summed that up well. Yeah.
Yeah, and like yeah. Anybody can be vegan. That's also a point. Don't think that, oh, I'm 65.
Yeah, it's not an age issue.
Oh, this is my culture. Like there is no good justification. Like we are a group of really people who we vary a lot in many other things in our lives and maybe our views of the world, but there are no good reasons to justify that. Oh, okay, I will wait till summer, or I will wait till something happens. Like yeah, just go vegan today. If it feels bad, like they suffer, just like don't do it. And there is like challenge 22, maybe you have heard of it, but there are many good like vegan challenges that you can start today. And and of course don't leave it to the 22 days. Continue afterwards. But like and of course if going vegan is somehow impossible for you, start like with 1 week, 1 month, start experimenting. Yes, but like of course we only recommend going vegan, but start now.
What a fantastic message to go out on. Once again, guys, you can find Viral Vegans on Instagram and Facebook at viral.vegans, Twitter and TikTok at Viral Vegans, YouTube Viral Vegans, and viralvegans.com.